Hi everyone, it's February. Love is in the air. When you say about love, there are three main possibilities that can arise. It would be very interesting to see which category you fall into. Definitely, there will be a lot to think about if you watch this video till the end. There are some tough questions to be answered. See you on the other side. Love definition-wise encompasses a strong range of emotional and mental states and has many theoretical components like intimacy, passion and commitment to it. But what I am presenting before you is a simple layman set of possibilities on how love operates. The first one is a dependent love. Almost everyone is into this type of love. One is dependent on his or her partner. Husband is dependent on wife and wife on the husband. For a variety of reasons, social dependence, financial dependence. In the process, they start possessing each other, owning each other, reducing each other to some kind of commodity, stifling each other. Hence, the frustration, the tension, the fights. Proper love is never known, never blossomed. It's only at the surface, getting replaced mostly as roles, as some sort of social identity. Love, which was supposed to make way for heaven, actually opens doors of hell. Philosopher and thinker C.S. Lewis calls it as need love. In fact, it's not even love, it's just need. The second possibility is of an independent love. Rarely though, but some of us do have this type of possibility with our partners also. Here, there is no dependence on each other, emotionally or financially, especially financially. Here, self-freedom is the key. You don't enter my space, I won't enter yours. They come from two different worlds, not ready to adjust, not ready to compromise, so independent that they are not ready to understand each other's world. Again, relations are very superficial here. Each one loves his or her freedom more than they love each other. You see terms like trophy wife, trophy husband, and everything that is marketable and brandable, they end up becoming here. The third type of possibility is of interdependence, and this is the best possibility. The one only deserving to be called truly love. But unfortunately, the rarest of possibilities also. But if it happens, then one experiences heaven on earth. Two people, interdependent, one soul, two bodies, as if breathing for each other. The other types are just some form of arrangement for social, financial, emotional, and biological needs, but this one is different. It is spiritual. The first type of love is all about need, but this type is about giving. In the first type, the idea is to get more, and in this type, the emphasis is to give more. Give unconditionally. Here, love is not dependent. You can be loving whether the other one is or is not. Then love is not a relationship anymore. It in fact becomes a state. See, when a bird sings alone on a tree or a flower blossoms somewhere, irrespective of whether there is anybody to appreciate or not, or a river flows beautifully among the hills when there is nobody around to watch it, does it stop? Does it wait? Does it feel worthless? No. The river flows graciously. The bird continues to sing beautifully. The flowers bloom irrespective, spreading the fragrance, spreading its joy. it goes on offering its joy to God, the existence, as if saying that if I am alone too, I am in love. It is not you who is creating my love. I am already overflowing with it. I am being in love. When you depend on the other, there can be only one thing at the end, and that is misery. When you depend on others, you give them the power over you. And nobody likes anybody to be powerful over them because it kills freedom. Love needs space. It doesn't need barriers and definitely doesn't need doubts. Your love within you should not bind you. It should not put shackles on you, should not put shackles on others either. When two people are so much in love, as if they have become one, their oneness does not destroy their individuality. It is so pure that it in fact enhances their individuality. There is no room for politics, no diplomacy, no false efforts to please, no lies, and no domination. How can you dominate a person you love? If you love, you would also love to see the person totally free, independent, isn't it? The purpose of love is to liberate you. It is not to put you down. It is to rise you up. It is to help you find your center. So for a change, my friends, don't fall in love. Rise in love.